Alright, I'm back and this is the final video. Like I said, I put this together so that you can kind of see the right way to study. This is proven, honestly. It not only deals with your attention span, your ability to pay attention to the information that's been given you in step 1. It tests your short-term memory in step 2, and it tests your long-term memory in step 3. Those are all very important things that you need to have in order to do well on your final exam. So I'm just going to go through it one more time with the stuff that you need. You need to have a pen in one color, a highlighter in the same color, flags. You need the ring for your note cards, the largest note card. These are 5 by 8s. You need a blank notebook, a binder, because that's where you put your loose leaf in. All your notes are going to be organized. It should go ahead and the way you should organize it is put the newest one in front, okay? The oldest one can go in back, the newest one can go in front. So that's that. So once more, when you're in lecture, when you're receiving instruction, the only thing that you need to have out is a pen and this paper. If you are listening to a video or an instruction like I'm talking to you right now, this blank piece of paper and this pen. You don't need to have the spiral. You can get a second binder and punch holes in it and just use regular copy paper. Honestly, it's probably cheaper and you'll get the same thing out of it. Okay? Because once you write in here, you're done. You're never going to look at this again. This is just for you to scribble your notes on during class. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. That's all this is. Okay? And I don't know how many times I have to reiterate this, but dates, names, titles, big ideas, definitions, keywords. Anything that you think might be a good test question or a good test answer or anything that you have trouble remembering needs to be put down on here. This is everything that you need to be reminded of the video that you're watching. So if you're getting a lecture, anything that you think you might need to remember needs to be put on here. And it should not look like this when you're done with the class. If it's a 30-minute video, this paper should still be full, okay? There's a lot of sentences and a lot of words that can be said in 30 minutes. So if this paper isn't full, honestly, Mom, Dad, have her watch that video again. Alright? Seriously. Paper should be full. Step 2 is, like I said, the loose leaf. And the loose leaf goes into a binder. Organize it. You keep the loose leaf. Well, you're going to keep it all, but you're never going to look at your blank paper again. This is what you're going to refer back to when you're studying. So everything that you write down on your blank paper gets nicely put here. The first step is just to copy it all down, underline it in the same color pen, semicolon, and then go through and write down everything that you remember. If you don't remember, refer to your video. Write down what it is that it means, what you think is important. If you wrote it down on that paper and copied it to this paper, when you were watching the video, you thought it was going to be important. So if it's that important that you wrote it down and you can't remember what it was, you need to go back and see it again and then write down what it is. So for every hour of video, you need to do 20 to 30 minutes of this, okay? Write it down. Make sure you understand everything that was taught. So that is your step 2. And then step 2 gets placed into the binder and put in storage. You can get a large binder. You can do dividers. If you use a binder, I suggest getting a larger binder, probably like a 2-inch binder, and getting the same color dividers as you have for the class, so that it's all organized and all in the same place. And it might seem like a lot right now, but study habits and grades are worth it, I promise. It might seem expensive, but I'm telling you, education is really worth it. I think on all this stuff, I think I spent about $50. But I use it, and I'm going to be a great nurse because of it, and so I take it very seriously. So that's step 2, is to put it in your binder. Step 3, like I said, you're going to just take everything that's underlined, all the underlined words in step 2, and you're going to write it all down here. Just the underlined words, no definition, just the words or the dates, all right? That's all that needs to be on here. And then, I don't know if you remember what I said you have to do. If you're reviewing this and you don't understand, that's why all the titles need to be the same. This title needs to be the same, and it needs to be the title of the video, so that you know what video you need to go back. Because if you get to this and you're like, I don't remember who John Wilkes is, and then you go back and you find your loose leaf paper and you look at your definition of John Wilkes and you still don't understand, you need to go back to the title of that video. Okay? You need to go back to that specific video, watch it, make sure you understand what was being told to you. Alright? So that's step 3. Now the highlighter. You're probably like, why do I have highlighters? I haven't used them at all. If you ever have to go back to your loose leaf, whatever reason you're going back, you highlight it on this card and you highlight it on your notes. You highlight it in both places. And whenever you highlight, you need to put a sticky tab. And you put the sticky tab marking the place. And these, what's good about these, like I said before, is you can write on it. So if you can't remember what John Wilkes is, you're going to highlight John Wilkes, you're going to write John Wilkes on one of these, and you're going to stick it to that paper, okay? And you're going to highlight it on here, so you know that's something that you had trouble with. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. Step 1 is lecture. It's just words. Step 2, you're going to copy them, and then you're going to write everything that you can remember about it. It's okay to skip lines. Make sure you underline the whatever it is that you wrote down, because that's exactly what's going to go on your step 3. Okay? And then eventually you're going to have a bunch of cards on here. This is going to look like this, and you're going to study it. But it won't look so overwhelming, okay? It won't look crazy, all right? It'll look much easier to handle because it'll just be a list of words and stuff, and it'll just jog your memory, all right? If you have any questions at all, you can call me. I lied. I'm going to do one more video, and I'm basically just going to go through your other classes and give you some examples of what to write down during your lecture. History, like I said, it's your names, your dates, your big ideas, but it's going to be different for all of them, alright? So one more video and then I'm out of your hair, alright? And then, like I said, just call me if you need anything. I love you.